This proposal does seem to be a bit slow moving, coming almost after a year after the last one was shot down in court. So is there any indication of when we could see it be officially implemented?
So what has to happen next is the department first has to publish final regulations governing the program. That's expected to happen perhaps in May. And then after that, there's going to be a required period where the public can submit comments on those rules. After that, it's an open question as to when the program could be implemented. Some think it might not be implemented until 2025, but many observers think that the Education Department will use what's called early implementation authority, which could allow the program to go live as early as this fall. So I think that's sort of what many of us are hoping for is, around the fall, we might see the program get up and running.
Student debt forgiveness, as we all know, has been a huge campaign promise under President Biden. So how much student loan debt has already been forgiven by the Biden administration?
Yeah, so despite Biden's first plan being struck down by the Supreme Court, the Biden administration has still managed to cancel upwards of $143 billion in federal student loan debt for around 4 or so million borrowers, which is significant. It's unprecedented. What they've essentially done is improved, streamlined, tweaked, and fixed a number of existing federal student loan forgiveness programs, such as the income-driven repayment, public service loan forgiveness, the total and permanent disability discharge program. A lot of these programs were problematic for many years and had low approval rates. And basically what the administration has done is made some changes to these programs to make them more accessible and to make relief easier to get. And the result has been pretty significant. $143 billion is a large amount of debt that's been wiped out so far.
You're the student loan expert here. How would you grade how President Biden has handled student loan forgiveness overall?
I think it's hard to put a grade on it. What I will say is that I think that, President Biden has done more to alleviate student debt burdens probably than any other prior president. Again, 4 million borrowers have gotten their loans discharged, $143 billion approved. Biden has also rolled out the new SAVE plan, which is the most affordable income-driven option ever created. The tools that he has in his toolbox are somewhat limited, in an era with congressional gridlock and divided control in Congress. There's only so much that he can do without express congressional statute. But I think, he's done quite a lot and certainly more than past presidents have to relieve student debt.
Before I let you go, you always do this at the end of our conversations, and that's in part the biggest advice you have for borrowers. So this time, what is it?
Well, there's an important initiative by the Biden administration called the IDR account adjustment, which can allow borrowers to receive retroactive credit towards loan forgiveness for both income-driven plans and public service loan forgiveness. It already has resulted in several 100,000 borrowers getting their loans forgiven. There's an important deadline coming up this month, April 30th. Some borrowers will need to consolidate their loans to the direct loan program in order to qualify or benefit from this initiative. Not everyone, but some people will need to consolidate, and that April 30th deadline is coming up very quickly. So borrowers should check in and make sure that they're doing what they need to do to benefit from that and many other programs that are currently available.